Welcome to the Parapausal Podcast. Welcome to Parapausal Podcast. I'm your host, Stacy, and I'm here with my co-host, Janet. We're just two old ladies talking about everything paranormal and horror. So if you're ready for some hot flashes and paranormal chills, join us. Our first guest is actually going to be my co-host, Janet, and she's going to talk a little bit about herself. So, Janet, take it away.
Oh, dear goddess. Okay, here we go. Um, let's see, where do you want me to start? I'm a Jane of everything paranormal, I guess. A Jane of everything metaphysical, paranormal. Um, I do a lot of energy work, so first and foremost, I'm a channeler. The way that I work is I channel um, whatever entity is there to help my client. So that could be anywhere from a family member, their own guides, which comes through quite often. I love it when my guides and their guides meet because that's so much fun to watch the
Real
dynamic of
fun.
that. Oh, it is. It's amazing. And I spent years trying to figure out, well, what am I? What do I do? I do everything. What are you talking about? And it just came just recently where it was like my guide was like, hold on, this is the way you work. So just accept it. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Um, so channeling spirit guides, angels, higher selves, which is really kind of cool.
Okay, so what do you
Um,
mean when you say higher selves?
the client's higher self. In other words, it's not their ego. It's their spirit self.
Okay.
That part of them that has no filter, as it were. So they're it's the spiritual part of them that they
Okay,
may not be in touch with.
so you can channel that part of somebody?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All righty.
So
Now,
because I'm meeting spirit to spirit.
right,
So I'm not meeting their id, their
right.
ego. I'm not meeting their consciousness. I'm
Hmm.
meeting them on the spirit level.
Okay. All
Okay.
righty. And
So
how do you do a lot of this stuff? I mean, do you have people come to your house? Do you have, how?
oh, good Lord. I do it pretty much always. I can do it on the phone. I can do it in person. I've done it on video,
Okay.
or like a Zoom meeting like this.
Mhm.
And it all works because I'm tapping in to their spiritual being
Right. All
and
right.
to their spiritual team, which is I I have to say with all of the training I've had, um, it's the thing I get the most excited about is doing that type of work.
Yeah.
Um, I'm a trained hypnotist. Legally, I have to say hypnotist, but when I got certified, I was a hypnotherapist. But they changed the
Okay.
laws, so you can't use hypnotherapy. You have to be an actual therapist to be able to say you're a hypnotherapist.
So, for those of you that don't know, I have an MS in psychology and I was a drug and alcohol counselor for a while, or I helped counseling, therapy, whatever. So if I became a hypnotist, then I could say that I was a hypnotherapist.
Yes,
Oh, okay. All righty.
it does take a little bit more training.
Okay.
And I could say, I mean, if I really wanted to do the hypnotherapy part of it, I
Right.
could go back in and, take the extra
Hmm.
to become the hypnotherapist.
Okay.
But as far as I believe, the way I am, I don't really allow other outside forces to influence how I do things,
Okay.
because I've learned that my intuition is pretty spot on, and I
Mhm.
trust it implicitly. And I could go through a billion years of training to become a hypnotherapist.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, please, I
Girl,
have everything I need. I've got my
right.
spirit team. I've got the gods, the goddesses. I've got the
Hmm.
universe backing my booty up. So it's like, I don't need man or woman to tell me what I can and cannot do when I've
Right.
got a spirit team that is just phenomenal. I mean, I
Well,
love
and
it.
I mean, it's the same with in my career choices that a degree does not make a good therapist. So and both her and I, again, for those of you that don't know, both her and I are empaths as well. She's a lot of things, but pretty much I'm a semi-psychic. I can do stupid stuff like tell you what songs or think of the next song that's going to play on, the radio, or sometimes I'll have little
That's not
dreams.
stupid. Cut it out. You cut that out.
Well,
And
just
I told you that I would call you on this stuff.
okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean stupid. I meant it kind of parlor tricky to me,
It's
the
not
old
though. You're
magician
tapped
type
in.
thing. Okay.
You're
Well,
tapped in.
yeah,
Cut it out.
that I put that towards being an empath. That is being able to just kind of sense an energy beyond what maybe
That's
other people
clairvoyance,
can.
my love.
What
There's
is?
a big difference between an empath and clairvoyant.
Okay.
You're okay, here we go. And these are things I actually teach. So
Mm-hmm.
you have all of the clairs, clairsentient, meaning feeling,
Mm-hmm.
clairaudient, hearing,
Mm-hmm.
clairvoyant, seeing, um,
Oh, okay.
okay, or knowing. Um, you've got your empath feeling.
Right. Oh,
But
yeah.
that's it, that's clairsentient.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I
And
did
there's a
not know
couple
that.
more clairs that I'm not bringing into my brain pan right now.
Hmm.
But what you're describing, and this is why I said when we first started really talking
Mm-hmm.
that I was going to get you to realize that you are a lot more than what you give yourself credit for.
Yeah, because I didn't know that. I just thought it was like being semi-psychic, being able to dream about something and then later on, it coming true, or, guessing a song, or guessing, the
You're
song on
not
a radio,
guessing, you're
or
seeing it. You're
well, yeah, it kind of
experiencing it.
pops into my head. Or no,
Yeah.
I'll start singing it and I really want to hear this song. And then it'll play, on the radio. I'm like, "Ah, okay, there we go."
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. That is
Yeah.
awesome. So you, like I said, you are a lot more, and you need to give yourself that grace and that credit where, hey, you are it all. You've probably gotten the smells of something like
Mhm.
a past loved one.
Oh,
That
yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
gift. Okay? Not
Oh,
everybody gets that.
yeah.
Clairaudient, where you sometimes hear. Oh, before we got onto our podcast, you and I had spoke, but last night when I was going to sleep,
Mhm.
somebody called my name. And
Oh,
I was about to fall asleep and I heard Janet and it woke me
uh-oh.
up. I'm like, really, you guys?
Uh,
Seriously? Um, when I have clear knowing where
okay.
I just know things, which is really fun. You know,
Uh,
I will also visualize. I can see when I'm doing readings, I can see snippets, and they're
Mhm.
so fast. Snippets of scenarios, or,
Right.
I saw a face last night for whoever called my name.
Sometimes I do that when I fall asleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see a face and then I can also see ghosts if they want me to. I'll see them like in a kind of a shadowy type thing. I used to have one that followed me around all the time because we
Mhm.
lived across the street from a graveyard, and I always went and took
Oh, that's cool.
my baby boy for a walk in the
Uh-huh.
graveyard. And one of them, a lot of them followed us back to the apartment,
Mhm.
but one of them stuck with me for years. I called him my guardian. He was a big 8 foot tall, just kind of would hover over me and make sure that I was there, or he'd be in a doorway and he'd make sure that I was okay.
Uh-huh.
And until it was probably 10 years that I had him by my side. So finally I was like, you know what, I'm okay. You can move on now. I'm good. For some reason I just thought to tell him that. He did. I never saw him again. I kind of missed him, but so I
What
kind
if
of
he
see
was
things.
just a guide, honey, that you're misinterpreting what he was?
I don't know about guides or anything. Girl, this was 10 years before I even knew that I had a name for being an empath.
Right.
You know? So I was young. I had no idea in my
Yeah.
20s,
Yeah.
and I didn't have anybody to discuss that kind of stuff with me,
Mhm.
I didn't have anybody in a friend group. Everybody kind of looked to me to teach them stuff that I knew.
Mhm.
And when I was starting before I became a Wiccan, um I was already interested in the occult, so I was playing with Ouija boards, and my sister had gotten some spells books, and but she got them from like Hastings or Books a Million or something like that. And I started doing them, and I inadvertently ended up going into kind of on a dark path, and I burnt my ex, he was my ex-boyfriend at the time. I burnt his house down, got his car towed, and got him thrown in jail because there was so much hate and anger and everything in that. And yeah, it was a bad thing, but I mean, I didn't feel bad. He deserved it, but still.
Hang on, I gotta get a tissue. When I do energy work, my nose runs.
Uh, but then I met up with a lady named Joe, and somebody had given me a Wiccan necklace that I loved. It was made out of pewter, and then it
Mhm.
had all the different corners with different jewels in it. Still
Oh,
looking for it again to this day because I lost it. But one of the ladies, I didn't know what it was. It was
uh-huh.
not a pentagram, it was a pentacle. And
Right.
guys, let me tell you, there is a difference. All right. So for everybody that's watching this, the pentagram is the one that Satanists use. It's got the devil's horns. The pentacle is turned so that it's a star. It looks like a
Hmm.
star. So
Hmm.
when you see a pentacle, that is not evil. That is more of God and goddess, love, nature, Wiccan religion. That's our four corner, or yeah,
Hmm.
that's our four corners. Even though it's 5 point star.
Well,
No,
the
no.
spirit,
One,
spirit.
two, three, four, five. Yeah,
Right.
spirit is up
There you
top.
go.
And then we've got earth, air, fire, and water that go around the rest of them. So it really makes me mad. And I'm sorry, I'm going off topic here, but it
Oh no,
pisses
you're
me
not. We're doing
off.
exactly what we're supposed to do. Go.
There you go. Well, you watch all these ghost hunting shows or even the movies that piss me off that they will see a pentacle on the wall and
Right.
they'll be like, oh, there's Satanists here. No,
Right.
no, there's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
That is from the Wiccan religion. That is from,
Uh-huh.
pagans. We're
Right.
not freaking evil. We're not
Nope.
Satanistic. We just are in tune with different energies than you are. So when I see that and they're like, oh, there's Satanistic stuff. Look, there's a pentagram. That's not a pentagram. That's a pinnacle. And you need to stop.
Right. Right. Exactly. And the funny thing is that okay, this is a big thing for me too. I mean, what you're speaking is exactly the way I see it too.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm gonna kind of tell on myself here. I don't even believe in the devil. That lower one is as above, so below. That
Below.
is
Mhm.
the shadow work to be done. So,
Okay.
okay, that's my the way that my team has shown me is
Okay.
as above, so below. So
Right.
that we're not all love and light and unicorns farting rainbows. That's not us. That's not what we are. We are two halves. We are the light and the dark.
Right.
As above, so below.
Yeah. Well, it's throughout my life because I grew up in the middle of a Bible Belt. So again, the Wiccan religion and everything was not something that was even talked about, let alone performed around here. It was automatically all that kind of stuff, the occult stuff, all the paranormal stuff. That was your freaking, burn you at the stake type stuff
Right.
around here. It's just recently within the past 15 years. I feel like it's been about 15 years. It could be about 20 years. But I know even when I was in my 20s, I still didn't openly talk about, and I'm 51, guys. So even when I was in my 20s, I still didn't openly talk about, um, being in the Wiccan religion. Because what I was going to say, Joe was the one that actually saw my necklace and she's like, "Oh, you're Wiccan." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm what?" And then I went over to the light side because she showed me, how to do things nicely and commune with nature. Even though I was always a nature person, that was my nature was nature. I loved it. I loved
Yeah.
all creatures. I was already there when it
Mhm.
came to that side of it. But it's one of those things that you just kind of come across the people in your lives, I guess, when you're supposed to.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so she was able to teach me that end of it. And then the fact that I just kind of made my own, because I'm kind of like you. I don't ascribe to the Wiccan religion, as a Wiccan or just a witch. I kind of leave it open. I'm agnostic. I believe in a higher power.
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah. Um, I do believe in demons and devils, though. I
Mhm.
do believe wholeheartedly there is pure evil that has come from below and or someplace
Mhm.
and complete because I know that you can summon demons. I know that you have them do your bidding.
Mhm.
And but I also know that the Church of Satan is not sacrificing any animals or babies or they're fun. They're funny people. I like looking at all aspects of
Right.
religion
Me too.
and yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I love so I don't want to pin myself in a little box saying, "Oh,
Exactly.
yeah, I'm just Wiccan." No, but it's usually easier to tell people they're like, "Oh, well, what kind of religion thing?" Because around here, that's asked a lot.
Yeah.
And nowadays, I can actually say, "Hey, I'm Wiccan," just to put some kind of a label on it and
Hmm.
not have to go into complete nutter all these
Right.
explanations or what we're talking about right now.
Yeah. I
So
just say I'm spiritual.
that's a good one. Yeah, that's actually good.
And I'm
I like
like,
that.
I'm spiritual. I believe in it all.
Right.
I believe there's truth in all of it,
Yeah.
but it got skewed by, I'm sorry, mankind. And I'm saying man in that aspect because
Right.
the males divide and conquer.
Well,
That
yeah,
there's
it was always war.
energy and they wrote the Bible, you
Yeah.
know, and all of that. It's like, okay, well, what happened? What about the goddess?
Exactly.
Sorry, she's there.
Yeah.
She is, you're agnostics. I'm really open to and if I was to say I was anything, I would say that's what I am.
Yeah,
If I
agnostic. We
had to,
believe in a
I
higher
don't
power.
like you said, I don't want to be put in a box. Don't
Exactly.
put me there. That's not who I am.
Yeah,
I'm
I
supposed to be open to it all.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's been my path is like, okay, at one point, I've been baptized, whatever,
Oh, so have I. Yeah, I've been
you know,
baptized.
it's fine, great, whatever. Guess what?
Yeah.
We weren't born in sin. Not the way man wants to make us believe we were.
Yeah,
So there's that's another show. Um,
oh yeah, that's a whole nother show. Okay, so we will backtrack because what I want to do is I want to backtrack and I want you to explain to our audience, even though we don't have anybody right now, but we will, darn it.
oh,
Um,
we're going to.
I want if you could please explain to everybody that may not know what is a guide, a spirit guide, and do you think everybody has one?
I know everybody has one.
Okay.
I know they do. Um, sometimes that's, oh, okay, that's very good. Thank you. Okay, so it's just like my guide just told me, hey, remember how you recognize me? Yeah. Um, so that voice that says stop, I mean, it yells it at you to
Okay.
stop. Like you're going to go through an intersection and get hit, but you don't get hit because you heeded that warning.
Okay.
That's a spirit guide. Or an
Okay.
angel, which is also a spirit guide.
I was gonna say, how do you know the difference between, or does it
Different
matter if there's a,
energy. It's a
okay.
different energy.
Okay.
With my guide, I call I call him Bob. I have several. I have a Glenda and I have a Bob that I know of. I've got
I
animal
like that.
spirit guides. But Bob is the one that I first really got to know well.
Okay.
And he's from Middle Egypt. And he told me his name twice. And he finally gave me some grace and said, and gave me a pass. And he goes, just call me Bob. You're never going to be able to remember my name. I'm like, okay, thank you. So now he's Bob. Um,
Okay.
he's got a certain energy. I argue with him. We have fun. Uh, I can do that with him. He's awesome. But between an angel and Bob or my guides, an angel has a bigger energy about it,
Okay.
or a more just loving, like just Archangel Michael is one of my angels.
Okay.
Um, love him. And he shows himself quite often around me. So he'll big ball of blue light is him. Um,
Oh,
yeah, he's beautiful. He's just beautiful. But the energy is different. And once you, like you were saying, no, I'm just an empath. But you're not. You're everything. And you
oh,
don't give yourself credit. You didn't recognize it. Well, you are. I'm telling you, you are. Um, but with a guide and an angel, like I said, it's a different energy. And once you start really allowing yourself to focus and make those distinctions. I mean, you could even ask, "Hey, can you give?" Oh, okay, we're gonna start channeling, I guess. Sorry.
you're
My
okay.
my voice will all start choking. I'll start, and my voice will change. So somebody wants to speak. So, what'll end up happening is you could ask, show me the difference. However
Okay.
that however that is, can you show me the difference or give me the difference? Because we all learn differently, some by seeing it, some by touching it, some by hearing it, some by reading it. But this is an energy, this is experiential. And you just ask for clarity. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. And you'll see me do that a lot. I talk to my team all the time. It just happens, and I don't even care who thinks what of it because they've saved my buns too many
Oh,
times to not
yeah.
honor them and be that. They're my friends. They're my loved ones.
Yeah.
So loved. And I'm going to cry because seriously, that's the feeling I have with my team is they're so important to me.
Yeah.
So did that answer your question?
Well, do you feel like it's okay? So when you are born, do you feel like there's like a spirit guide and an angel or an angel or that are kind of like assigned to you? How do you feel like that works?
Okay. I know how that works.
Right.
We come into this being just like you were talking about. You've always been a nature person.
Hmm.
Okay. That's part of your being. Well,
Yeah.
we have soul contracts. When we're coming into this incarnation. Now, understand I'm also a hypnotherapist that does past life regression. So that is a big thing for me. I'm a past
Mhm.
life regression specialist. Took the training and everything because it's
That's
fascinating.
awesome. Yeah.
And I'm certified in it. Like that matters. Um, but yeah, we come in, we plan our lives. We plan what we want to accomplish as a spirit. When we come into this being, we've chosen our parents for the experiences we're going to get.
Mhm.
Goddess, what I did to myself, I question. But seriously, I'm like, okay, all right. We choose our parents. We choose the experiences that we need to experience to evolve spiritually or to have that experience that maybe you didn't get it in a past life or you fudged it in a past life or you went because there is free will. You
Mhm.
went, you know, I know that I chose that, but I don't think I really want to do that this time.
Right.
And I've chosen this lifetime to go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
So, but you come in, sorry, I got sidetracked a bit.
No, you're fine.
You come in with the experiences that you need. Oh, sorry.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. I thought I had my phone down, but I didn't.
Yeah, I put mine on Do Not Disturb, so yeah,
It
don't worry about it,
just,
sweetheart.
that's okay. That's okay. We're just going to go like this. There.
We do the same thing.
So we come in, we want to experience certain things. I chose that. Okay, thank you. I chose to do it all this lifetime.
Okay.
Um, and hence the reason why we're writing a book. Uh,
Right.
I chose to. I. Okay, it's hard for me to say these things, but I chose. People see me as a very brave person.
Okay.
Um, and I don't like to toot my own horn, but I am. I chose to go ahead and say yes to the experiences
Yeah,
and
exactly.
going through them and evolving from them,
Okay.
learning from my experiences. So when I came in, I had my spirit team, and I believe everybody has a spirit team.
Okay.
You have your blueprint when you're about to incarnate. You're choosing your family, you're choosing your experiences, and you have a spirit team that makes those plans with you. And
Okay.
your spirit team chooses you, you choose them, and like and it's good for them too because they're going, ah, yeah, that's something I need to work on too. Hey, how about I help you?
All
Yes,
right.
they come in with you.
All right.
Does it
I
mean
like
that
that.
they're always with you?
Mm-hmm.
No. Mm-mm. They don't sit around and go, okay, what's she doing now? Okay. No, I do believe, and this is what I've experienced, is that just like everything is energy.
Mm-hmm.
So an energetic push goes out and
Right.
oh, she's about to do something
Right.
stupid.
So
Or
is when you know that when they know that you need them,
they're there.
they'll show up, which is
Yep.
good because a lot of people often worry about whether or not they're being watched when they're having sex or taking a shower. We're like,
And
oh my
and
gosh,
honestly,
there's God.
even if it doesn't matter, there's no judgment with these guys.
Yeah. Thank you for joining the Parapausal Podcast. We would love it if you could give us that Holy Trinity. Share, subscribe, and smash that like button. Don't forget to hit that little bell to get notified for your next dose of hot flashes and paranormal chills.